The Mayan civilization is one of the most fascinating and mysterious ancient cultures in human history. Emerging thousands of years ago in the dense jungles of present-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador, the Maya created an advanced society that thrived for centuries. Their towering pyramids, intricate hieroglyphic writing, and deep understanding of astronomy still leave modern researchers in awe. Divided into three major periods: the pre-classic, 2000 BCE, 250 CE, classic, 250 to 900 CE, and post-classic, 900 to 1500 CE. The Maya evolved from small farming villages into vast city-states with complex governments, trade networks, and monumental architecture. At their height, cities like Tikal, Palenque, and Chichen Itza were bustling centers of culture, religion, and innovation. But who were the Maya? How did they achieve such greatness? And why did many of their great cities suddenly collapse? Join us as we explore the mysteries, achievements, and lasting legacy of this remarkable civilization. The rise of the Mayan civilization is a story of ingenuity, resilience, and cultural brilliance. From humble beginnings as small farming communities around 2000 BC, the Mayas slowly transformed the tropical lowlands of Mesoamerica into thriving city-states. Their mastery of agriculture, particularly the cultivation of maize, beans, squash, and cacao, allowed their population to grow, leading to the development of larger settlements and the birth of an organized society. As their knowledge expanded, so did their cities. By the Classic period, 250 to 900 CE, the Maya had built grand urban centers, such as Tikal, Palenque, Copan, and Calakmul. These were not just simple villages, but monumental cities with towering pyramids, ceremonial temples, ball courts, and intricate stone-carved monuments depicting their kings and gods. The Maya developed advanced irrigation systems, enabling them to sustain large populations even in challenging environments. This period marked the peak of Mayan power, as city-states competed, traded, and even waged war with each other to expand their influence. The Maya achieved breathtaking advancements in writing, mathematics, and astronomy, leaving behind achievements that still puzzle historians today. But with great power came great challenges. What led to their eventual decline? The answers remain one of history's greatest mysteries. The Mayan society was a highly structured and hierarchical civilization where every individual had a defined role. At the top sat the divine kings, who were believed to be chosen by the gods. These rulers, known as a jaw, wielded immense power, overseeing religious ceremonies, political decisions, and military campaigns. Below them were the nobles and priests, who played crucial roles in governance, law, and maintaining religious traditions. Warriors held a respected position, defending their cities and expanding their influence through conquest. The middle class consisted of merchants and skilled artisans, responsible for trade and producing elaborate pottery, sculptures, and textiles. The vast majority of the population were farmers and laborers, who worked the land, growing maize, beans, and cacao to sustain the civilization. At the bottom of the hierarchy were slaves, often war captives, who served in labor-intensive tasks or as human sacrifices in religious ceremonies. Women, while generally subordinate to men, played vital roles in society. Some became influential queens, priestesses, or skilled artisans. Daily life for most Mayans involved farming, crafting, and religious ceremonies, deeply intertwined with their belief in the gods. Their structured society kept the civilization thriving for centuries, making the Maya one of history's. The Mayan civilization was not a single unified empire, but a collection of powerful, independent city-states, each ruled by its own king. Cities like Tikal, Palenque, Calakmul, Copan, and Chichen Itza were political and religious hubs, competing for dominance over the region. These city-states often formed alliances or engaged in warfare to expand their influence. At the heart of Mayan politics was the concept of divine kingship. The ruler, known as the Ajah, was not just a political leader, but also a spiritual figure, believed to have a direct connection with the gods. He was responsible for maintaining order, leading religious ceremonies, and even performing bloodletting rituals to ensure prosperity. His lineage was of utmost importance, often passed down through royal bloodlines. Despite their shared culture, rivalries and conflicts between city-states were common. War was fought not just for land, but also for prestige, tribute, and captives, many of whom were sacrificed to appease the gods. Some cities, like Calakmul and Tikal, engaged in prolonged conflicts, weakening both in the long run. Yet, despite the wars, trade and diplomacy also played a significant role in maintaining the balance of power, allowing the Maya to thrive for centuries. The Mayan civilization was deeply religious, with a polytheistic belief system that influenced every aspect of daily life. The Maya worshipped numerous gods, each representing different forces of nature, celestial bodies, and aspects of human existence. One of the most important deities was Itzamna, the creator god and ruler of the heavens. Kukulkan, the feathered serpent, was a powerful god associated with wind, rain, and knowledge. Chak, the rain god, was vital for agriculture, while Apuk was a feared god of death and the underworld. The Maya believed that pleasing these gods ensured prosperity, while neglecting them could lead to disaster. Religious ceremonies included ritual sacrifices and bloodletting, where rulers and priests would offer their own blood to communicate with the gods. The Maya also believed in Xibalba, the underworld, a dark and terrifying realm ruled by death gods. Mythological stories, such as those in the Popol Vuh, describe heroic figures navigating this underworld, emphasizing the importance of balance between life and death. Mayan religion was deeply tied to their political and social structure, reinforcing the divine authority of their rulers and shaping the rituals of their civilization. The Mayan civilization was renowned for its impressive architecture and sophisticated urban planning. Their cities were carefully designed to reflect their religious beliefs, social hierarchy, and astronomical knowledge. Majestic pyramids, temples, and palaces dominated the skyline, serving as both political and religious centers. These structures were made of limestone and often decorated with intricate carvings and murals depicting gods, rulers, and mythological scenes. One of the most famous Mayan cities was Chichen Itza, known for the temple of Kukulkan El Castillo, a step pyramid aligned with the equinoxes, where a serpent-shaped shadow descends the stairs during sunset. Another significant city was Tikal, which featured towering pyramids like Temple 4, rising over 200 feet and offering breathtaking views of the rainforest. A crucial aspect of Mayan cities was the ball court, where a ritualistic game called Paktapak was played. This was more than just a sport. It had deep religious significance, symbolizing the cosmic battle between life and death. Some games even involved human sacrifices, reinforcing the belief that the gods required offerings to maintain balance in the universe. The scale and precision of Mayan architecture reflect their advanced understanding of engineering, astronomy, and urban planning. The Mayan civilization was one of the few ancient cultures to develop a fully functional writing system. Their hieroglyphic script, known as Mayan glyphs, consisted of hundreds of symbols representing sounds, words, and concepts. These glyphs were inscribed on stone monuments, pottery, and bark paper books called codices. The most famous surviving texts include the Dresden Codex, Madrid Codex, and Paris Codex, which contain detailed records of astronomy, rituals, and prophecies. The Maya were also brilliant mathematicians and astronomers. They developed an advanced calendar system based on their deep understanding of celestial cycles. The Tzolk'in, a 260-day sacred calendar, was used for religious events and divination, while the Hab, a 365-day solar calendar, tracked agricultural and civil activities. These two calendars combined to form a larger 52-year cycle, similar to a century in the modern world. One of their most remarkable achievements was the concept of zero, which they used centuries before many other civilizations. Their vigesimal base 20 numbering system allowed them to perform complex calculations, helping them predict eclipses, track planetary movements, and build structures aligned with astronomical events. This deep mathematical knowledge played a crucial role in shaping Mayan society and architecture. The Mayan civilization was known for its intricate and highly symbolic artwork, which reflected their religious beliefs, social structure, and daily life. They created stunning sculptures, murals, and ceramics, often depicting gods, rulers, and mythological stories. Murals found in sites like Bonampak illustrate elaborate rituals, battles, and ceremonies in vibrant colors, providing insight into Mayan society. Pottery was an essential part of Mayan culture, ranging from simple everyday vessels to finely decorated ceremonial pieces. Their ceramics featured complex patterns, scenes of royal life, and hieroglyphic inscriptions. Some of the most prized artifacts were polychrome vases, used in rituals and burial offerings. The Maya had an extensive trade network, connecting city-states and neighboring civilizations. They traded jade, obsidian, cacao, feathers, and textiles, which are considered luxury goods. Cacao, used to make a bitter chocolate drink, was so valuable that it was even used as currency. This vast trade network helped cities thrive, bringing wealth and cultural exchange across Mesoamerica. The Mayan economy was primarily based on agriculture, with farmers using innovative techniques to adapt to the diverse landscapes of Mesoamerica. They employed slash-and-burn farming in forested areas, where they cleared land by burning vegetation to fertilize the soil. In the lowlands, they built raised fields to prevent flooding, while in the highlands, they used terracing to grow crops on steep slopes. These methods allowed them to sustain large populations. Their staple crops included maize, corn, beans, squash, and chili peppers, which formed the backbone of the Mayan diet. Cacao was highly prized and used to make a sacred chocolate drink consumed by the elite. It was also used as currency in trade. Markets played a crucial role in the Mayan economy, with cities hosting large trade centers where merchants exchanged goods like obsidian, jade, salt pottery, and textiles. This system connected different regions, fueling economic growth and cultural exchange, making trade a key factor in the Maya's prosperity. The Maya civilization had a well-organized and strategic military system. Their weapons were primarily made from obsidian, stone, and wood, including spears, bows, and arrows, and axes. The Maya also crafted a unique weapon known as a macuahuitl, a wooden sword embedded with sharp obsidian blades, capable of inflicting serious damage. They utilized a mix of guerrilla tactics, ambushes, and direct confrontation to defeat their enemies. Warfare between Maya city-states was common, as these independent regions competed for resources, territory, and political influence. City-states like Tikal, Calakmul, and Karakol frequently engaged in fierce battles, often over control of trade routes or religious dominance. These conflicts were not just about conquest, but were also seen as a means of displaying strength and securing power. War played a crucial role in Maya religious practices, with captured warriors often being sacrificed to the gods. The Maya believed that offering the blood of their enemies was a powerful ritual to ensure the gods' favor, especially during times of war or famine. The decline of the Maya civilization is one of the most intriguing mysteries of ancient history. Scholars propose several theories regarding the collapse, with one of the most widely accepted being a prolonged drought. This severe climate change would have disrupted agriculture, leading to food shortages and social unrest. Overpopulation is another theory, suggesting that the Maya may have exceeded the carrying capacity of their environment, placing immense strain on resources. Warfare between city-states could have also contributed to the downfall. Constant conflict weakened society, further straining resources and leading to political instability. Additionally, environmental changes, such as deforestation and soil erosion caused by extensive agricultural practices, may have further exacerbated the situation, rendering land unproductive. The abandonment of major cities like Tikal, Copan, and Calakmul is a significant indicator of the Maya's decline. These once thriving urban centers were eventually deserted, and the reasons for their abandonment remain subject to debate. However, it is clear that a combination of internal and external pressures led to the gradual collapse of one of the most advanced civilizations in pre-Columbian America. The arrival of the Spanish in the 16th century marked a devastating turning point for the Maya civilization. Led by conquistadors such as Hernán Cortés and Pedro de Alvarado, the Spanish sought to expand their empire, conquer indigenous lands, and convert the native populations to Christianity. The Spanish brought with them new diseases, weapons, and a brutal approach to colonization that decimated Maya cities and populations. However, despite the overwhelming forces of the Spanish, many Maya resisted their rule, engaging in battles, revolts, and preserving aspects of their cultural identity. Over time, the Maya demonstrated remarkable resilience, managing to maintain much of their culture, language, and traditions, particularly in the more remote regions of the Yucatan Peninsula. While the Spanish sought to suppress Maya practices, some Maya were able to blend their beliefs with Catholicism, resulting in a unique syncretism. One of the most tragic losses of the Maya was the destruction of their codices by Spanish missionaries. These ancient books, made from bark paper or deerskin, contained vital historical, astronomical, and religious knowledge. The burning of these codices was part of a broader effort to eradicate indigenous cultures and assert European dominance. The descendants of the Maya continue to thrive in Central America, particularly in Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. While the ancient Maya civilization may have declined, its influence is still deeply embedded in the lives of millions of people. Many modern Maya communities preserve their cultural heritage through traditional clothing, festivals, and practices that have been passed down through generations. The Maya's connection to their ancestral roots remains strong as they celebrate their identity and share stories of their past. Languages, such as Yucatec Maya, Kich, and Keki, are still spoken by millions despite centuries of colonization. These languages are crucial in maintaining cultural continuity, and efforts to preserve and revitalize them have been made through education and media. Maya rituals, especially those related to agriculture and the cycles of nature, continue to play a central role in everyday life. Modern archaeological discoveries have further expanded our understanding of the Maya civilization. Ongoing research uncovers lost cities, deciphered hieroglyphs, and new insights into Maya science, architecture, and society. These findings not only shed light on their advanced knowledge, but also reinforce the Maya's lasting legacy in contemporary times. The Maya civilization, while extensively studied, still holds many secrets that remain unsolved. One of the most captivating mysteries is the undeciphered hieroglyphic script. While significant progress has been made in understanding Maya writing, including the decipherment of most glyphs, some symbols and phrases still elude scholars. The full meaning behind many texts, especially those that document royal lineages and events, continues to be a topic of intense research. The purpose of certain structures within Maya cities also remains unclear. For example, the exact role of the giant pyramids and ball courts is still debated. Some believe they were used for religious ceremonies, while others suggest they had astronomical significance or were political symbols. The question of whether the Maya built these structures primarily for spiritual or social reasons remains an enigma. Furthermore, the jungles of Central America still hide lost Maya cities, waiting to be uncovered. Advanced technology like LiDAR has recently revealed previously unknown settlements beneath dense foliage, raising the possibility that many more cities exist, offering new insights into the true scale and complexity of Maya civilization. The continuing search for these sites fuels both scholarly interest and popular fascination with the Maya world. The Maya civilization, despite its decline, left a profound impact on a world that still resonates today. Their advancements in astronomy, mathematics, and architecture continue to inspire and influence modern societies. The Maya developed a sophisticated calendar system that was more accurate than many used in Europe during the same period, and their understanding of celestial movements paved the way for future astronomical discoveries. Maya architecture, particularly the iconic step pyramids, set the foundation for monumental design and continues to influence modern buildings and city planning. Maya culture also plays a role in contemporary art, literature, and even film, where their mythologies and stories continue to captivate audiences. The Maya's deep connection to nature and their ability to harmonize with their environment offer valuable lessons for sustainable living today. Preserving Maya history is crucial, not only for understanding the complexities of their civilization, but also for recognizing the resilience of their descendants who maintain their culture. Efforts to protect archaeological sites and ensure that Maya languages and traditions thrive are essential for keeping their rich heritage alive, offering insights for future generations.